K97.5’s for hip hop and R&B. Mir.I.am locked in, checked in. Listen, yesterday I was invited to a really dope event that was presented by Millennials versus the World. It was a super dope podcast party. First one I've ever seen or been to like that. And so I was like, let me invite the creators of the movement in the building with me. So I had to do it. First of all, can y'all all introduce yourselves?
Yes, for sure. My name is K97.5’s. I'm the founder and CEO of Millennials versus the World.
Yeah, I'm Louis Blackstock. I'm the CFO in partnership with my bro Keenan from Millennials versus the World.
And my name is Princess Houston. I'm a part of the Monday Night crew.
Princess be shaking the table.
Every other Monday night on YouTube.
Get them, for sure.
And we got the whole crew in here. Anybody else want to introduce yourselves that was a part of the event?
I'm Asia, one of the creative directors of Millennials versus the World.
I go by the name of DJ Marcusel. I'm the official DJ of Millennials vs. the World
podcast. Were you DJing
podcast.
last night?
Yes, man. That was
killing
me.
It.
Thank you.
Some
I
of the
appreciate
blends,
that.
I was like,
oh, thank you.
And my name is Shantae, AST on Instagram, AYEITSTAE. I'm the host of Millennials vs. the World. Turn up, y'all.
Yes.
I'm Mir.I.am. I'm the director of merch.
And he was causing trouble on that mic, moderating.
Yeah, he was. He didn't want to say that part. He tried to get out of there. Yeah.
Okay, so this is, first of all, what y'all do is so dope and so creative, and you're doing it for the millennials, and so,
sure.
We got to appreciate it.
For sure.
And I want to go back to the beginning. How did this movement start?
For sure. So it started, being a millennial, but we had around 2018, you started to see the shift in like Gen Zers kind of getting into the space. Mm-hmm. And I think millennials are so unique because we've experienced everything. Like I said last night at the party, like we were pre-social media and now we're in the social media era. So it kind of grounded in standing in our culture. Like we're trying to move culture forward. And I think millennials have the dopest culture. So instead of trying to, combat it online all the time, why not talk about it? Why not create something that shows what the culture is about? And that's why we have a diversity in team. So one of the things we wanted to be big on is represent millennial culture all the way around. That's why you see women, you see people in different professions. We have education, the finances, we have it all. So I think the biggest part of the movement came is if us, if not us, who them? So Millennials versus the World.
Facts. Now, Louis, if you had to explain to a fifth grader what Millennials versus the World is, what would that be? Somebody who's just getting familiar with the movement. If they're like, I'm curious, I want to know more about this. What exactly is it?
Yeah, it's a group of people. At the root of it all, it's a group of people who are authentic to themselves, and aren't afraid to be authentic and talk about real conversations and real topics that affect our everyday life. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I want to say one thing to that. That's why we really live in the only spot you get authenticity and entertainment at the same time. We're ourselves. We don't try to fake it. And we really have something to say that's worth moving the culture forward.
Absolutely.
It's so true. And I feel like we discussed it briefly yesterday, but millennials really are in that pocket to where we've been around for everything. And so now we're immersing ourselves in cultivating and curating our own spaces.
For sure.
And being a part of the conversation and bringing that, like you said, that authenticity to the experience. Now, Princess, you were on the panel yesterday.
I was.
You were. Shaking the table a little bit. Yep. And we loved it. And so, when it comes to doing these events live, has it always been a situation where you initially created it and you were like, the podcast party was already a part of it, or was that something that eventually became a part of it as you all grew it out?
So originally, I believe that I came on maybe, in 2020 or 2021, and we were just solely doing this on, Zoom. Mm-hmm. Actually, we've migrated to YouTube, StreamYard, all those things now. But I've been here for quite a long time from the very beginning. I think back in 2023 is when I actually did my first podcast party. So we've been going pretty consistently with the tour since 2023, and it's just continued to evolve.
For sure.
And what sparked the inspiration to take it on the road?
So back to Princess's point. So we've always been tapped in online with each other, have a virtual show. And I did a couple by myself in the DC area. So when I did it, I would do it here. We would catch the vibe, and it was myself, DJ Marcusel. We started it then. And then as we grew as a team and the conversations got better and better, I was like, I'm going to throw one next year. And everybody here was like, nah, we're going to pull up to it. So when they pulled up to it, we curated something in the D.C. area first. And once it happened like that, we're all from different places. Like, I'm originally from Raleigh, North Carolina.
I saw that 919.
You know it, for sure. So when they came to that one, it kind of just instant. Our chemistry was instant in person. So it was the first time it was all being together. And we did the show in 2023. And it was like, B-Dot actually, he was like, hey, man, I think we can pull it off in Raleigh. Like, we from there, let's bring it. And I was like, yo, if y'all are with it, let's do it. And we did it in October of 2023. And I have to be honest, it's been rubber to the road ever since. And people took to it. The goal was to really create something that's just more than a club experience. I feel like sometimes, people just go in, let's party, and leave. But like, no, get something from it. Let's have this conversation. Yeah. Let's be transparent. Let's get dope people. And then from there, we just stuck with it. We got our formula and we kept rolling with it.
I would say a lot of people have something to say. You just got to create that environment that gives them the space and the freedom to speak.
For sure.
So whose podcast have you all admired, like, along this journey and took inspiration from?
We take a lot. We take a lot from everyone. Something that Keenan and I talk about is the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. And one element of it that I don't think was introduced is, like, we really have relationships behind what we do and what everyone sees. So, the good thing about, $1 Million Worth of Game is two family members, getting on the mic and just being themselves. And that's the authenticity that we also bring. Is what you see on the podcast is what you see when we're in the house hanging out with one another, or when we go out to lunch. Anyone that gets an opportunity to spend time with us, we want people to feel a part of that. And we want to put that on display. So I'd say that's probably one of our inspirations.
For sure. 110%. And I think we haven't yet. Every time we're able to do it, when I heard you say earlier, and this is the goal, like, I've never been to one and I had a dope time and I love that I came. So, like, we wanted to put something together that podcasting doesn't have right now. And that's why we mixed it the way we did. And I think that we have something that, a lot of people haven't experienced. So we appreciate you being willing to come out. And when you vibe with us, we were like, oh yeah, this is it. And when you said it, so we appreciate that for real.
I gotta big up my boy too, right? So not only do we have, the talent element of it, the production element of it as well. So that's what really was the genesis behind, Millennials versus the World. So our boy Keenan Mims has, the Born to Win production team. And from that, he also produces podcasts. So he comes back, brings those formulas back to us, and then we're able to win leveraging that. So shout out to him and that element as well.
Appreciate you, brother.
I love it. And y'all seem like such a family and a unit, and the energy and everything. Like, everybody came up and said hey and introduced themselves. And you guys are doing really cool things. So are you going to any other cities? Like, what can we expect going for the rest of the year? For sure.
Appreciate that. So this year solely, we did D.C. in May. We did Charlotte in July. We just finished Raleigh last night, and we're going to Miami November 8th. Yeah, for sure. So we're going to Miami. And honestly, the goal is just each year we kind of, evaluate and see what the next city is. But the cities we've been to, they've spoken to us really well, and we just want to keep giving a good authenticity and entertainment. That's what we're trying to do. So Miami, November 8th. In the DMV area, we have some things going where we do the intimate event space, live DJ set series and things of that nature. But right now, the goal as far as the podcast party tour goes, we're going to Miami in November.
Okay. That's going to be lit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
I know y'all are excited about that one. Yeah. So talk to me about this process, because a lot of times people will have ideas, but they find it difficult to execute because they don't have a team behind them.
For sure.
And so, like, that's such an important thing to be able to get people who are supportive and also understand the vision.
For sure.
Because a lot of times there ain't no money, you sacrificing and you taking off work and doing the thing. So talk to me about that process. Somebody like, I had to find a babysitter right now.
But so, I'm gonna try my best not to be long-winded, but it's a very important part of our journey. So at the beginning, it was audio only, myself, and then we did something very small called Podcast and Chill in Raleigh, maybe 2019. And when I did it, we went on YouTube, and then I was like, oh, okay. Then the pandemic happened, and we had to go virtual. So then I started reaching out to some of the individuals in the room, and at the time I had a co-host, and Brittany and Asia actually asked us to come on their podcast. So salute the small talk. And then so when they asked us, yeah, for sure. So when they asked us to come on, we just vibed. And then we did a New Year's show with them, and I was like, they're really good. So as things evolved, I just hey, Princess, would you do this interview with me? She did it. And then I was like, okay. And then some of these guys I've been friends with for 20 years. So in the low moments, I was like, hey, fellas, I need y'all to hop on with me. Let's just talk about the things we've been through. So as we were growing, I just kept interviewing panels. We would have super panels night in and night out, night in and night out. And the people you see were the consistent pieces. So some things were interchanged, and I was like, oh, okay, we got something. So me, I shoot it out there. Hey, y'all, what do y'all think about doing this every Monday?
Yeah, I'd say some things kind of weed themselves out, but I think you got to be intentional and pay attention to what, the experience is giving you, right? So we may have ideas, but then when we go to try to execute, we may recognize, okay, well, that wasn't the goal, but we picked up this from it. So now let's piggyback and execute on that moving forward. So, and then as far as the team, and this is something that Keenan and I learned, Keenan is the founder and the CEO. He was really moving along, right? And he and I would talk, and then, B-Dot and I would talk, and other people would talk, and we had to really start to create roles within the group. A little bit of, some rocky moments.
Yeah, sure.
It's still some rocky moments.
Yeah.
But, the beauty in it is once we were able to define that, though, it gives us the ability to be able to take this thing city to city and execute and maintain that same, level of experience for anyone that comes out to see our show. So I think it's much like anything in life, it evolves. You have maybe an intention, but when it doesn't give you exactly what you're wanting to execute on, you pick up the pieces that you want to pull from it and learn and move forward. And we've been able to do that over and over again.
Yeah, and I want to break one thing down. Conversations. Conversations. Like, you got to find people that's on what you're on. And I think the energy you speak on is because we met each other very, naturally, genuinely. And behind the scenes, to Lewis's point, there's a lot of group chats going on. There's a lot of creating shows. We talk a lot about what we're going to talk about. We have a format online and we follow it and we trust each other. There's moments where you have to storm as a team. We didn't get it all at the beginning, like Lewis said, but in the moments, we had tough conversations. And I got it. And Princess has been one that has let me know, like, I'm not so sure directly. But if I didn't trust her and think she didn't have the goal in mind, I would be resistant to it. It ain't always easy hearing when it's your baby and you created it. Yeah. But my team tells me the truth. They know that I trust them. I'm going to make the decision, but I'm going to consider the people that's here for me. So a lot of conversations, a lot of meetings, and a lot of trust. And a lot of trust is what I would say.
I would just say everyone has their thing. Everyone has their specialty. And so I think in the beginning when we started, everyone for the first time was getting to know each other in person, like offline. When you get on a podcast online, you just do what you do for an hour and then you log off and you don't really know those people. So the podcast parties actually brought us together more, like you said, as a family. And then as time has progressed from 2023 to now almost the end of 2025, we've been able to kind of figure out, okay, like B-Dot for sure is the merch. Lewis is very good with finances. Mark is the DJ. Keenan, he does what he does. They shake the table a little bit about what they want me to do. But I tell them what I am and what I'm not going to do.
She will.
It's because I know what I'm comfortable with. Just like, for example, talking about evolvement, I spoke with Keenan yesterday about me taking over the social media page. I was like, I feel like there's not enough content going out to actually showcase what we do for the entire weekend. So like, I brought that to him and he immediately just like handed me his phone and was like, take over this. Versus back in 2023, he wouldn't have just handed me his phone so willingly like that. So that just speaks to the progression.
For sure.
And it's important to be able to have a team that can kind of see where those weak points may be in order to really be able to let it live up to its full potential.
Absolutely. For sure.
K975, we are in here with the squad. Millennials versus the world.
Oh yeah. Only Spike get
it's like 100 of them in here,
you
too.
Know it. You know it. We run deep. For sure.
Like the entire millennial generation is in here right now.
We got to represent.
Love to see it.
Diversity.
Every year of the millennial. Okay, who's 81, 82, 83, 84? Okay, so I love being a millennial. Everything 90s, 2000s is my speed, from the movies to the music to all the things. So I want to go around the room and find out from y'all, what's your favorite thing about being a millennial?
My absolute favorite thing that I did not appreciate until I got older was the era in which we came up in. Being able to go outside and play, no phones, neighborhoods were safer. It gives you that perspective. I appreciate it so much more now than I ever have. But that's what I would say it is for me. And our music. We got the best music era of all time.
Period.
Yeah.
Princess?
I think I would definitely say the music. I love music. So 90s, early 2000s, like that was just a vibe. Even the fashion that came with it, the tall white tees, the jersey dresses, the jerseys, you know, like all the things. Like I just love that about being a millennial and being able to experience that. Now everything's just circling back.
Right.
But I feel like a lot of the trends, like we started that.
Yeah,
sure.
Big facts.
That's awesome. I'd say for me is the thing I enjoy the most is the representation that we got in social spaces. You know, growing up, when you think about sitcoms and TV and things like that, there were a lot of black shows. And when you look at the times before that or generations before that, what those black shows were about, it was about struggle. It really wasn't a true representation of the fun that we could have as African Americans and things of that nature. But when you look at Martin, or you look at The Fresh Prince, or you look at Living Single, or you look at A Different World, right? Those were some of the first introductions of seeing us as normal people thriving in American society, man.
Absolutely.
So, you know,
Different
when you look on
world.
TV now, unfortunately, isn't as prominent. It's a lot of reality TV, and we're not as well represented in that manner. So I'd say, you know, it was good to see those ideas and that representation of myself growing up as a millennial.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
For sure.
That's good.
And real quick, to piggyback off of that, like for me, it was also just seeing the black love. The representation of the pureness of black love there from like Love Jones, right? Even to Brown Sugar, like all these movies about just family, but truly seeing black love, that would for me is I think top tier being a millennial.
Yeah.
And that was Asia from the Monday Night Crew, our creative director.
Yeah, when y'all come up, let everybody know who's on the
small
mic.
talk. Don't worry about small talk.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, it's Shantae. I would definitely say the best thing about being a millennial is the dance moves.
Okay.
Yo, we had Lean With It, Rock With It. We had Pop Like a Drop It.
Facts.
Like, we the only ones that actually were really dancing. Now TikTok's copying it, but we been had that.
Yeah.
So that's the
My
best
knees
part of
expired 10 years ago.
I don't believe that.
I got
Hopefully
2 more
y'all still
years
got
left in
yours.
me.
You got 2 more years.
I got 2 more years left in me.
I don't believe that. DJ Marcus, official DJ for Millennials vs. the World, Rated V, The Kickback, all things Millennials vs. the World. I would say for me, the greatest thing about being a millennial is our resilience. I think since the first thing I remember, I've been seeing the world act like it's about to topple over since Y2K. You know what I'm saying? So even last week they said, what was it? The rapture was coming. You know what I mean? So we've been seeing this, and we've been, you know, and we don't care. You know, we're still doing what we're doing. And I love the fact also that we changed our own trajectory. I feel like it was an unconscious, or maybe it was a conscious, but it was a quiet change of frequency. Like a lot of millennials started to, you know, join like run clubs, and we all decided we didn't want to do what our cousins did, what our dads did, you know. So I like that about us. We just time to say, you know what, this is our new structure. We're the new adults.
Defining the generation for ourselves.
Absolutely. So that's my answer right there.
That's good.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's DJ J-Dub.
Let's go.
I think what I appreciate the most is the fashion and the music for sure.
Yeah.
Short and simple.
You got some cross colors?
The cross colors be crazy. I'm not definitely the cross colors.
I'm Shapay. I'm not a millennial. I'm a Gen Zer, but I have an old soul. So I would say basically hanging out with everyone on the Millennials versus the World, I would say the connectiveness is definitely like what I value most. Like my generation is straight social media, everything. So I'm glad that like I get to be in person and experience this.
That community is unmatched.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Millennials versus the world, man.
Right. I think we got one more. Did you want to answer? Come on.
It's Greg with the Millennials versus the World crew. For me, I would just say just the mix that we have. We was out before technology really blew up, and then we took technology, made our own content, and made it what it is today. And just having that connection between being outside, doing things outside, and also being able to take it to the next level and do podcasts, do music, do streaming, just all the different things that's going on. So I think that's what I appreciate the most about being a millennial.
Yeah.
For sure. Dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody has good ansers. Okay.
What's your favorite part about being a millennial?
You know, we ask questions.
I mean, I feel like millennials really are the trendsetters for what we see in present day, and we've created our own communities, and even going back to like the chat rooms and MySpace, and
Black
I don't
Planet.
know if anybody had how many computers somebody had crash from LimeWire.
Oh yeah. Thought we were going to get arrested.
Yeah.
We thought we were going to jail on that LimeWire.
Yeah, I had like 10,000
Yeah,
songs.
come on, now.
Yeah.
And like 3 computers fell, but it is what it is. So, you know, just seeing the transition from, yes, we were outside, we were playing, but then okay, we had the introduction of social media and the way that we've been able to navigate both and still keep our humanity and still be connected and within community with one another. So
For sure.
I definitely think that's probably, and obviously the music and the movies and all the things. So,
For sure.
so yeah.
Dope. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question that I got asked yesterday. Love Jones or brown sugar?
Oh man, hey, I'm not gonna lie. No, Asia, that's all you know. I'm not. No, that's for you. I didn't start that.
I just want y'all to know this is Asia, right? And I do social interviews, right? Where I just ask all these questions. And so I did ask this question, so y'all got to see what Mir.I.am said. It's love and basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me.
Love and basketball.
So I'm going to get you, young lady. You got to pick Love Jones or Brown Sugar, though.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, Love Jones or Brown Sugar.
Love Jones.
Love Jones.
Yeah, I know,
Love,
that's good.
Love Jones.
Love
Yeah,
Jones.
for sure.
Okay.
They both had some toxic moments up in the movies, but we ain't got to talk about it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what about this one? Temptations of 5 Heartbeats.
All right, no, I got something for you on this one.
Nah, go ahead.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. The Temptations is probably one of the best
For sure.
biopic miniseries ever.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that in that moment, and I was a kid, and I remember being just encapsulated by the music, and I listened to the Temptations for like weeks after seeing that. And I think that
I was just listening to David Ruffin 2 minutes ago.
And you see how many people pull from him, right?
Yeah.
But I think there are 3 really miniseries that really had every black family at home watching. Was the Jackson 5 American Dream,
yep.
For sure.
the
Absolutely.
Temptations biopic, and New Edition. story.
New edition, yeah.
Right, and I think that that's great, right? Because that's us telling our story, right? So I'm gonna have to give it up to the Temptations because it was a real story and it was incredibly made, and it made me fall in love with their music.
Okay.
Can I just do an honorable mention?
Come on.
For sure.
What's love got to do with it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Between the Temptations and What's Love Got to Do with it,
Yeah.
I can sit down and watch those at any given time.
Yeah.
Like, and the Temptations Christmas album is my favorite Christmas album, and I love
sure.
Christmas.
In my mind.
Yes.
You know it.
When you hear that, you know what's up.
You know. I'm about to say, Friday at the next coming on.
I'll ask y'all a couple more either ors. And
For
then,
sure.
I'm gonna let y'all get on the road because I know y'all got your places to be. Martin or Fresh Prince?
Yo, I am so torn.
Fresh Prince.
Everybody says Martin all the time, but Fresh Prince was so much more. I'm speaking for myself. Fresh Prince was just more relatable to me, for me. So I'm saying Fresh Prince.
I have to say Martin.
Fresh Prince had more substance, right?
Yeah.
Who got shot? People forget that.
Yeah.
Martin was kind of an asshole.
Martin was-
Yeah.
Like, listen, as I got older,
looking like y'all was friendly with him.
yeah, Martin. As I got older, I'm like, man, I got a lot of toxic traits from watching Martin. I just kick people out my house like it's normal. They're like, no, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, Martin was kicking people out every other day.
That's funny. I think my favorite 90s comedy might have been the Wayans Brothers. I think it's very underrated. It was just so silly. It just stupid. Like, I love that type of humor.
For sure.
Last one. SWV or Escape?
Oh man, Princess. She's our music connoisseur.
Yeah, let's go.
Go ahead.
Come on.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to say the opposite of what y'all feel because I think y'all are going to say SWV. Is that what y'all want me to say?
I'm not saying anything.
I'm going to say Escape.
Oh wow.
Okay. Tell me why.
I just overall, I feel like I enjoy the music better. I also feel like I just have a lot of respect for like Candy and the person that she is. Like her pen game, like she's written a lot of hits for people that people wouldn't even know. So I think I just have a lot of respect for the members of that group. Also, I'm a T.I. fan. Love T.I. and Tiny. So I think I'm just a little bit
I'm a fan of
biased
King's New
overall.
Teeth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And shout
give
out
it
to
to
Damani
Escape.
too.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay, yeah, Damani's dope. He was here
Yeah.
actually a couple weeks ago.
And to your point, I was gonna say
He's
SWV.
dope, dude.
I knew y'all was going to say
I had
that,
to ask
and that's
one
why
more. I
shook
got to
too.
ask
Oh,
one
come
more.
on with it. Come on with it.
Jodeci or Drew Hill?
Come on. I'm gonna say Drew Hill, but go ahead, Lou.
Man, look, I think the disrespect people are giving that group that's out there in this office on that wall out there. Boys to Men, like I think people disrespecting them, but that's my group. But it's got to be Jodeci, right? Because you don't get Drew Hill without Jodeci, in my opinion. And going a little bit deeper, Jodeci, they came from the church. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's a connect. And I think this was lost in R&B right now. I'm getting on my tangent, but I think this was lost in R&B right now because all the singers that we grew up listening to, a lot of them came from the church. And I feel like that's what's I feel like that's what's missing in representation in our culture and music now in R&B.
Yeah. You make some good points. I actually was going to do Jodeci versus Boyz II Men, but then I changed my mind at the last minute because Drew Hill is coming to Women's Empowerment.
Okay, shout out to Drew Hill. Shout out to Drew Hill.
Yeah, but Joe.
Oh, goodness. Well, this has been fun. And we have had a good time in here with the Millennials versus the World squad. And I appreciate y'all coming through before y'all, you know. Is everybody going back to D.C.?
Yeah.
Everybody?
I'm going to Atlanta.
Oh, okay. What, you live in Raleigh?
Yeah.
Oh, have we met before?
No, but I can come back.
Okay. I have the memory of a goldfish, and I meet so many people. I be like, and they be like, "Hey, it was nice to meet you." And I'm like, "Oh shit, we met before. I'm so sorry." So I just wanted to make sure that that we had met before. But yes, you got to come around more often.
Yeah, for sure.
We definitely gonna have to.
Make sure you got that on camera.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah. Thank you. Somebody else said it. Thank you.
But I want to make sure that everybody that's tuned in right now gets hip to the movement. When y'all come to their cities, they make sure that they pull up. Next time y'all come back to Raleigh, or if you're doing it in Durham, that they're here, because I'm telling you guys, this was such a fun experience.
Thank you.
Being surrounded by community, fun energy, great music, great DJ, and having some good fun conversations. Everything don't got to be crazy all the time.
For sure.
And so where can people follow the brand and all of you guys individually as well?
For sure. So I'll allow people to say their socials, but the platform is Millennials versus the World _ on IG on all things. Please make sure you follow us on IG, subscribe to us on YouTube to catch everything coming to the platform, whether it be Monday Night Crew, Last Name Loyalty, Rated V for Bobs, The Kickback by MVW. So please tap in Millennials versus the World on everything.
Hey, Princess.
And Princess again from Monday Night Crew. Instagram is royaltyn_me.
Who else wants to drop their socials?
I'm going to go next. What's up, y'all? DJ Marcus Sell, official DJ of the Millennials versus the World podcast. You can find me on everything at DJ Marcus EL, all one word, based out of the DMV, but I travel a lot, so.
Okay.
I'm in Atlanta this weekend, and then I'm back in Columbia DJing on Thursday, so.
It's lit. Yeah, and you're dope. I was last, because I'm very critical of DJs.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
and so last night I was like, oh, okay.
I just had my 9-year DJ anniversary, so thank you. Self-taught, I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you, y'all.
My God.
All right, y'all. It's your girl Shantae. It's AST on Instagram. That's AYEITSTAE. I'm the official host of Millennials vs. the World. I want y'all to tap into Rated V for Vibes. Don't forget, we about to tap in. And don't forget Millennials vs. the World. You already know what we on.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And I just mentioned YouTube and the 100K subscribers.
Oh yeah, for sure. So man, this 1K part, this podcast party tour is called the 1K tour. We've been building our YouTube page this year to get to 1,000 subscribers. So please make sure you subscribe, tap into something. There's something there for everybody. We really push culture forward through a diverse lens. We got something there for everybody, man. So make sure y'all tap in.
For sure. Anybody else want to drop their socials? Okay.
Small talk.
So you had mentioned like different, I guess, programming and shows. So is there like a weekly rundown that you guys?
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. So every Monday at 9 o'clock, we have a virtual show. One Monday is Monday Night Crew at 9 o'clock, and the following Monday is Last Name Loyalty. Is myself, B-Dot, and Jay. And on Monday Night Crew is myself, Lewis, Jay, Princess, Asia, and Brittany's not here, but she's here in spirit. Salute to her. So we have that show, and then the other ones we have a live DJ set series called Rated V for DJ Marcus Sell, where he spins Go Catch the Vibes. We have one drop Monday. So each week we have a show on Monday live at 9 o'clock, and then we have something called Traffic Jam that drops every Wednesday at 8 a.m.
Okay. Well, listen, I love the programming.
Thank you.
I love everything that you guys are doing. I think it's super dope. It's super creative, and I'm excited for where it's gonna go.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you so much.
A lot of festivals, they'll have integrated podcasts, like the Roots Picnic. They'll have, different podcasts come on, and I could definitely see that for y'all.
Thank you.
And so many other dope big things. So we appreciate you stopping through.
Appreciate you having me.
Safe travels and keep us updated on everything y'all got going on.
For sure, will do. Thank you for having us, man. The only spot you get authenticity and entertainment at the same time. It's your boy K97.5’s. It's Millennials vs. the World, man. We out.
It's Millennials vs. the World on K97.5. Real hip hop and R&B.